All right, joining me in studio, as I mentioned earlier, is the Governor of Kakamega County, Governor Oparanya. He's here in studio, and we're asking you, watching us from Kakamega County, and of course, those who know a bit about the county, what do you consider as the successes and challenges of devolution in Kakamega County? Let me take that up once again. What are the successes and challenges of devolution in Kakamega County? We'll be taking a look at some of your feedback with the Governor here in studio shortly. Governor, karibu sana. Thank you for finding time to join us here today on the program.
Yes.
Obviously, yesterday we saw you out in Elementaita attending the ODM National Executive Committee retreat.
Yes.
A couple of issues came out. The party endorsed Raila's call for a referendum. My question to you is, after 2 elections in 2017, a referendum barely, 8 years ago, is Kenya ready to go back to this process once again that will divide us as it has done in the past?
You know, to me, what is important is peace for this country. Unless we have peace, it's very difficult to realize development. And I feel anything that will make us be a peaceful country should be welcome.
Okay.
And that's why we in ODM, we are supporting a referendum, so that we address issues that we feel that should put this country together.
Do you agree with the full proposal? So you're saying you support a referendum that changes what will make the country a better place. For example, we're hearing of 3-tier government system. Do you support that, and why?
Obviously, as a governor, I've been a governor for the last 5 years. And I feel that some of the counties are not viable. And that's why you can see, even in our own region, we have come up with the Lake Basin, Lake Region Economic Block.
So you'll be about 14 counties or so.
14 counties, 14 population, 14. I remember the other day when I approached some investors to invest into a hotel in Kakamega. They were saying, you see, you are a single county, population 2 million, poverty levels 60. You are not very viable.
So they turned down your request?
Yeah. But you see, when they hear now they are dealing with 14 million people, it becomes attractive. But what we are saying, we want to leave counties as they are.
Okay.
But they become some of the administrative units of the region.
Of the region?
Yes.
So in terms of setup, already devolution is okay, 5 years old, so it's quite young.
Yeah.
If we tamper with it at this stage, might we not mess up the whole process? For example, we know that to set up these second tier of government in between the national and the county, there'll be costs to that. Yeah. Already counties are crying the money is not enough.
Yeah.
Who's going to bear the cost of all this? Those leaders will need new cars, new houses.
You see, we have not discussed the structure, how the structure will be. Maybe the administrative executive will be moved maybe to the region. And as such, it will be more economical now. Counties just now, fit in the region. And that will be more economical than the setup now.
That we have now?
Yes.
Okay. You also took some time yesterday, and you've been on record, Governor, saying that ODM is due for a rebrand. You want to attract other parties. Can you give us specifics on what that rebrand would look like? Any
party after an election, you have to sit down and actually relook at your old setup, because the aim of any party or the existence of any party depends on getting power. So we were not able to get power in the last election. So we have actually to look at ourselves and say, where did we go wrong? And what can we correct so that come the next election, we are a stronger party. Which alliances should we look for? We were in the NASA alliance. Should we keep ourselves in that alliance, or should we go out?
You've been quoted as saying the alliance is dead. Is it?
Yeah, to me, it is actually dead.
NASA is dead.
To me, it is dead because by the way, I've never been part of it.
I've never been.
I've never been part of it because NASA was a coalition of 4 principles. And the aim was, fortunately, my party leader was also the leader of NASA. But at the local level, we were just competing like parties. So to me, it was neither here nor there.
So it is okay, and I get that. In terms of a rebrand, you said if there are certain things that need to be fixed, now would be the time to look at them. In your personal view, do you think there are mistakes ODM may have made that you would propose? Let's look at these.
Obviously, and in fact, we have set up a committee that is looking at the structure of ODM, how we do our nominations. You know, we have lost quite a number of our members through nomination. Do we change the way we do our nomination? So that is what we are looking at. I do not want to preempt what they are going to report because they are already doing the work. But we feel there might be some mistakes that we made.
Okay.
Yeah.
Handshake. We are in the season of handshakes. I don't know. I haven't seen any pictures of you shaking people's hands. The first handshake, which is between President Uhuru Kenyatta and your leader of the ODM party, has brought about some challenges. It's brought good things because one can see that there have been changes in the kind of political voices that come out of this nation. But there are some who feel that there's a lot of things we don't quite understand. For example, the Deputy President's allies feel that that handshake has given ODM political mileage.
I think the Deputy President's supporters or allies are being selfish.
You think they're being selfish?
They're quite being selfish. We need a system where everybody will be inclusive, where we have every community. You can't say a system is expensive or we are looking for a position for some people. When after every election, people are dying. You know, life is very expensive. You can't say we keep on after election, our people dying. This last election, 2017, about 200 people died. You remember 2002, where we had the highest number of people dying. Over 1,000 people died.
2007, 2008.
Yeah. So 2007, 2008, about 1,200 people died. Last time you saw what happened, 200 people died. So life is very expensive, I can tell you. So why do you pretend you are saving money when people are dying? Yeah? So we must fix this as leaders who are there now, so that those people will come after us. They will be able to enjoy what action we will have taken.
I think nobody has a problem with the handshake in itself. I think the challenge is now with some of the statements being made after the handshake.
Yeah, maybe.
Senator James Orengo has insisted that it is his personal right to say whether Raila will be on the ballot box come 2022 or not. That worries the DP's allies, and you can see they've come out quite clearly on that.
Why would they be worried? If Raila wants to contest, he's a Kenyan and he's free to do so. He has contested. He didn't need anybody's permission. What he needed is just endorsement of the party.
Are you worried? Are you worried if Raila was to contest in 2022?
No, I'm not worried.
You've asked him to support you.
He will of course be my competitor at the party level. As soon as we finish there, fine. Yeah.
So you're okay? I mean, you asked him last month.
Yes,
Step down, support me and Western Kenya leaders.
I've done so. And even yesterday I did so.
And even yesterday you did so?
Yeah, I did so.
At the committee?
Yes.
What did he tell you?
No, he said it's okay. Yeah.
Well, okay. Let me try and understand this. So, and we've switched gears very quickly from talking about the Building Bridges initiative to your personal ambitions. Why do you think Kenyans should consider you as a strong presidential candidate for 2022?
I think I wouldn't have liked to talk about that now.
You don't want to talk about that?
Yeah, because 2022 is far away. And there are a few things that need to be fixed. What we are saying, we need a referendum to change the rules, the laws, the rules of conducting election. IBC should be fixed. I think we should more focus on reforms within the election process. Otherwise, we will all have the problems that we have continued having all along. So I will spare that
for another time.
For another time.
Can politicians be trusted to bring reforms when we know that their own interests have guided?
I think we need an all-inclusive process where we have all leaders, religious leaders, NGOs who are there, and the common people. They have their own ideas. The problem with politicians also, they will fix things to favor them in the short term, but we need a long-term solution.
Okay.
Yeah, so an all-inclusive process will be more admirable.
Because you're quite close to the party leader Raila Odinga, are you able to give us more details about the handshake and the future. We know the Building Bridges team is meeting. They're supposed to be meeting this week if they haven't met already. But there are complaints already that, for example, Raila now has bigger security, a bigger security team, more vehicles, that there were certain things that Kenyans did not know were a part of the handshake. What do you know, Governor?
I didn't see that security you are talking about.
You didn't?
He has just had that, the same security that he had yesterday when we met, only that it was withdrawn sometime when there were problems. After the handshake, it was returned, but it's the same security. And anyway, Raila needs a security. He has been a prime minister of this country. He has held that post, and someone who has held that post should be given security, like the former president. They enjoy security. Even former powerful ministers still enjoy.
Powerful ministers.
Enjoy.
So in terms of worries about hidden discussions in the handshake, you feel?
It was clear. The 5 agenda that had to be addressed. Already a 14-man committee has been formed to look at that, and they make recommendation, and Kenyans will look at those recommendations. If they are viable, fine.
If they're viable, fine.
Yeah.
I want us to shift and take a look at matters to do with your county. You recently took several lawmakers to Mombasa, Governor.
Yes.
840 kilometers away from Kakamega to discuss matters Kakamega. Why did you make this decision?
This is Kenya. I never took them outside the country. We encourage even tourism, local tourism in this country. and in fact, also Kenyans came to Kakamega the other day for Devolution Conference. Then we will have said Kenyans who came to Kakamega wasted their money. That is being selfish. So it is better, even for benchmarking. You saw quite a number of governors coming to Kakamega County for benchmarking. Are they wasting money? So if I go to Mombasa with our leaders to discuss issues, and also to benchmarking, call on Joho to tell us what is that bad?
There are some who feel that it's bad, including one of your MPs who said that they want you to...
That is being short-sighted.
Short-sighted?
Yeah, short-sighted. Yeah.
He says you should give him the money for the ticket and accommodation for him to put it in healthcare.
How much would that be?
I don't know.
And how much? You know, that's a drop in the ocean. What will it change?
what was the agenda of that? What came out of that meeting actually, for the benefit of the residents?
The agenda was that... one, we want to work as a team, the elected leaders in Kakamega County, and I was happy. Out of the 17 leaders that we have elected and nominated at the national level, 15 were able to attend, 2 send apologies that they were out of the country, and 1 who was complaining. And that one has always been complaining anyway. It's not a worry for me. That is his nature, and you know. So out of all that, if out of 17, 15 attend and 1 misses, 16 attend and 1 misses, is that an issue really? So we were to discuss the development agenda of the county, because there are funds that come through the national government. Like the CDF come, and you know CDF now they are restricted to they are doing roads. We have Kera doing national roads and so on, so that we have no duplication. If they are doing a road, we don't allocate money on those roads. And number 2, we had also to agree as leaders, where do you want to go as a county, both development-wise and also politically. We must be seen that we are moving toward the same direction.
Did you reach some sort of conclusions from that meeting?
Yeah, obviously.
When will residents of your county know what you agreed on?
You know, some of the issues we need to consult as we go down there. But we have agreed that we move forward, and we should be open to any political coalition that comes forth.
Okay.
You know, I have MPs in all parties. I have Jubilee MPs, I have ODM MPs, I have ANC MPs. But I'm happy at the moment all leaders in Kakamega County are working together.
Have agreed to work together.
That's very important.
I want to let our viewers know that I am getting some of your SMSs here, and shortly we'll be taking a look at some of the questions residents would have for you.
Yes.
But you've mentioned the Devolution Conference. Let's talk a bit about it.
Yes.
Why do you think Kakamega was chosen to host the conference, and are you able to give us an idea of what sort of financial benefits the county enjoyed from the conference?
Now, I can tell you that when the Council of Governors decided to come to Kakamega, unfortunately, I was not in that meeting. I was just told that they had decided to come to Kakamega.
Oh, it was done in absentia?
It was done in my absentia. Yeah, but when the CEO conducted me that the Council of Governors have decided to come to Kakamega, I said, welcome. So I started preparing for it. And that's how it was. I never, usually, we used to send requests. Yeah, so you will find 2, 3 counties send requests, and then we will sit as a Council of Governors, then decide where do we go. But mine was a bit exceptional, that they decided to come to Kakamega. Maybe some of them wanted to see the crying stone, to dance the Sukuti.
So you still have no idea till today why they picked your county?
No, I have no idea. I have no idea completely. But
so how did you then, because if you were not prepared, how did you then turn around?
Yeah, they told me I had 3 months to prepare.
You had 3 months to prepare.
Yeah, 3 months was enough. And we are a working county, so it wasn't a big issue. Even if they gave us 2 weeks, we will be ready for them.
In terms of specifics, what financial benefits can you tell us?
There was a lot of benefits. One, if you came there, our hotels were full. Every corner of the town, there were people buying various things from our local vendors. The hotels were full. I organized, I put together all hoteliers. They formed a company quickly, and they were able to get the catering tender to supply food for all those people who are there. And that tender was about 90 million. Such a money has never been in Kakamega, you can imagine, to going direct to the people. Mm-hmm. So that was a big benefit. And also, people now were able to appreciate we have one Kenya. When they saw people from all over the country there, and they were able to interact with them freely. So that has also changed the perception of our people. And it has also opened our eyes that there are areas that we have deficiency, like we do not have enough hotels. Most of the people are sleeping in Kisumu, most of the VIPs. And this is something, as county leaders, we are now going to look at.
And look into fixing.
Yeah, fixing
some of the challenges that came up, Governor, because of the Devolution Conference was it came at a time of rain.
Yes.
And this affected part of the program.
Yes.
In addition, accommodation. But also what this all meant was that some governors then would not stay the whole day because they are sleeping far away and they have to keep moving back and forth, etc. And so there was a feeling by some of the reporters that were there that the afternoon sessions did not see full participation of some of the governors because they'd be moving, to try and go back. I don't know for what reason or the other. Did that worry you? That sometimes
usually I have attended all the Devolution Conference since inception. And I think this was well attended. Obviously, it's very difficult to give governors at the same place for all those hours.
Their full attention.
Yeah, for all those hours. They have other issues. And you will find that even some of the investors who came there, they are following them, they have side meetings.
Okay.
Some of the diplomats that came there. So you can't say they were going away, that they were staying far. Furthermore, from Kakamega to Kisumu was just a 40 minutes drive.
Okay.
Which was not very far.
Because we are told that some would leave, the deputy governor is the one now left. You go for this session.
No. Yeah, but it's common, even in the normal cases when, even me, if I feel like I can't attend to a session, my deputy attends. And that's the part of their work anyway. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There were goals in terms of what the Devolution Conference would achieve, not just for Kakamega County, but for Kenya.
Yes.
What would you say they were, in your view, when you looked at it?
I was happy. Hindsight. Our focus was on the Big Four agenda. That we looked at Big Four agenda and how the national government, as they address this Big Four agenda, they will interact with the counties, because most of this Big Four agenda are devolved functions. Like you look at the healthcare, agriculture, housing, all this. Manufacturing maybe is common for both the national and the county. So as we came up with resolutions, how we should address these issues. Is the government allocating more funds to the counties as grants, or are we working together in partnership? These are some of the resolutions that we agreed that now we have to follow up.
Okay.
Yes.
One person we were all looking for in Kakamega, we did not see.
Who is that?
Kofi Olomide. where one of my producers, Jay Bonyo, almost came down to Kakamega to see Kofi.
It's unfortunate that the people of Kakamega missed Kofi Olomide. The promoters here had assured us that he will come. But you know the circumstances that led him, when he came here, let him be deported. So some of those issues are personal, they have not been resolved.
Was it an immigration issue?
It was a migration issue. And you remember, since Miguna issue had just happened, then it would have caused a problem that there's a bias, a foreigner is being favored, Miguna is a Kenyan, and so on. And we understood. And we were told next time try, we will be able to clear him.
Had he been paid? Had the down payment been made for him?
No, I wouldn't know, because this was being done by a promoter.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
So the county did not lose any money in that transaction?
Yeah. Us, we were just to provide the venue.
How much did you spend on devolution, on that conference, Governor?
I didn't spend much, because you know most of the expenses are picked up by the Council of Governors. As a county, we just, prepare
5 million, 10
the
million.
roads and so on. No, because we had to do the roads in town and so on, or roads to the hotels, clean the town and so on. We spent about 50 million to do so.
Okay, about 50 million to do so.
Yes, yeah.
And can you say that you feel that you got back that money?
Yes, more than that.
More than that?
More than that. People are happy. I wish you met people from Kakamega. They will tell you they are happy.
They are happy
with what happened and with their governor. And that's why I got so many votes.
And that's why you got so many votes.
Yes, yeah.
2022, you're not on the ballot paper for the position of governor.
Yeah.
You're coming to the end of your second term.
Yes.
What will you say, what do you consider as your legacy? People are talking about President Uhuru Kenyatta wants to make the big four his legacy. What is Governor Oparanya's big four, big six, or big three?
One, being the first governor, I've set up a structure. So there is a strong foundation. Whoever comes in, we just move in the office and everything will be moving. That's a legacy I'm leaving. Secondly, I have now embraced the youth. And I've built one of the modern stadiums. Phase 1 is complete, Buhungu Stadium, you can look at it.
We've seen the pictures.
I'm building a big hospital in the western region. Called Kakamega Teaching and Referral Hospital. It is going to cost about, by the time it's complete and equipment, it will cost 10 billion Kenya shillings.
Not even the 6 billion that I read about.
Yeah, no, the structure will take about 6.5 billion. But you see, you need the equipment. Equipment will cost about 2 billion. And then human resource. You have to train the human resource. It's going to cost about 1.7 billion. So total is 10 million to have it fully operational. That is going to be, and we want to set up a cancer center there and crafting of skin. So if you have, your skin has been peeled off, or you have any kind of skin disease that you can imagine of, we want to be a center of excellence for that. So it will be in Kakamega, and then the cancer center and diabetic. Those are the areas that we are looking at. So this is going to be a legacy. And I've also set up 2 complementary hospitals, one in Mumias and one in Shinyalu, to support this particular hospital, where I'm spending about 250 million for each of those hospitals.
Is this what is being called out there, Oparanya care?
Yeah, no, the Oparanya care is now another legacy that I'm leaving, where we take care maternal health. Because mothers used to die. Children under 5 years used to die in large numbers, but that has gone down. So I introduced a program where we take care of mothers from 4 months when she's pregnant, up to when she delivers, up to 1.5 years. We monitor. And as such, now, those maternal and child deaths have really gone down.
Do you have any stats from what they were before? And
yes, yeah, we have. You have them? We have those figures, and if you came, actually, they are very impressive. And you can see UNICEF has recognized that. They have come in big way. They are supporting us technically. They have employed 4 people full-time who are supporting that are supporting that particular program.
Okay, okay. Shortly, Governor, because I don't live in Kakamega County, I'll be giving your residents of your county a chance to ask your questions. That should be coming up in just a bit. But on healthcare, what I got in terms of a challenge, and and I can tell the viewer that a lot of what you've said is a lot of what we are getting in terms of feedback from the ground. That you have done a good job in healthcare, but still some of the challenges that come up is to do with stocking of medicine and personnel. And I want to talk about a particular hospital here, the Shiunzu Health Center, for example, in Lurambi constituency. You set it up, it doesn't have water, it doesn't have electricity as of yesterday. So you're setting up all these structures, but some of them we don't see their full implementation. What are you doing about that, or what is the challenge?
I can tell you, even the cleverest child can't get 100%.
Even the cleverest child cannot get 100%.
100%. But if you get 75, that is an A.
Is that what you're giving yourself?
Yeah,
for
so
healthcare?
I have tried my best, but I can't say I have achieved 100%. Why? Because there are challenges of resources. Cash flow from national government has been an issue. And also when it comes to employment, we have a limit. We can only employ up to 35% of our revenue. We can only commit 35% of our revenue to salaries. So as soon as I exceed that, I'm at that limit, I can't do any employment. And that's a policy, and that's a national policy. So I have nothing that I can do. So what I'm doing as a governor is to find a way of raising more local revenue. As I raise more local revenue, then I can employ more people. At the moment, I can't. I'm on 37 already.
You're 37%.
I've even exited.
You're making that proclamation on national TV.
Yes, I have no problem.
You have nothing to hide.
I have nothing to hide. I have to tell people that is the truth. But I still have a big shortage of staff, especially in healthcare.
What kind of personnel is it? What do you like? Gyners, surgeons? Just
all categories.
Across the board.
Across the board. Even the nurses, I have a shortage. Doctors is an issue, because doctors come and go. Most of them will want to work in Nairobi. So that is an issue, because where they can practice. So that is still a big problem. Fair it was even worse when I went there. Yeah.
So it's gotten, in your view, it's gotten a bit better now. Governor, let's look at what your residents have to say. This is some of their feedback coming up on the screen. All right, here we go. First question. Hi, ask on health. You don't give us your name, but you say, why has he not honored return to work formula for nurses? He's the only governor who has not paid nurses arrears, while other governors have paid.
I'm not aware of that.
You're not aware of that?
I'm not aware of that.
Okay.
But I know they have been paid arrears.
Okay.
But I also don't encourage people just to go on strike for the sake of it.
Okay.
Yes.
But you've paid all arrears?
What I know, I've paid, it was just 2 months arrears. They have been paid.
Okay.
And I can confirm. Even I can call my CC in charge of finance, and he will confirm they have been paid.
Okay.
If there are any other arrears, then I'm not aware.
You're not aware?
Yeah.
Okay, and they don't give us their name or their location, so we don't have more details on that.
Yeah.
Someone is saying, we have a challenge, nothing is happening in Holera Matungu constituency in terms of infrastructure, as compared to Mayoni ward, where roads are even being tarmacked. Are you working selectively with MCAs who support it?
No. I do not work with selective MCAs. We have CITP, which is discussed. This is what we give proposal, we take it to the people, they look at it, they make their own proposals, we put together, then we take it to the county assembly. And every MCA is there to put his or her input in that particular CITP. And every year we have the annual development plan, which we come up with. Yeah. But you see, things cannot happen everywhere at the same time. We cannot tarmac roads everywhere
at the same time.
Yeah.
So what are you telling that person? Be patient, development is coming to your...
Yeah, be patient. I'm not favoring any other MC. Why would I favor an MC?
Some are complaining...
When I got votes everywhere.
Some are complaining that you withdrew bursaries and ward funds.
Yeah, I never withdrew any.
You never withdrew anything?
Still bursaries, but what I have done, I have restricted bursaries to a function. We give bursaries to ECD. ECD is free. Every student gets, every pupil gets 1,000 shillings. Every ECD. every student in the polytechnic gets 15,000. Is that not bursary? You know what they are talking about is bursary for second school, which has been left to the MPs.
Because your MCAs, some of them say they now look like they're not working because they had access to these bursaries before.
They don't they should tell people that bursaries is there, but we are doing our function. If they are unable to explain themselves, that is their problem.
The people don't believe them. They say,
problem,
they say the former MCAs were giving bursaries, you are not. And
I'm giving bursary.
Not you, them. The MCAs, as the ones I spoke to say that the old the former group of MCAs had the ability to give out bursaries. We don't, and it's making us look bad, quote unquote, in front of the people.
You
and they blame me for
I was giving bursaries 2 million per ward that time, before the CDF Act was amended. And when it was amended, the MPs were allowed to spend 25% of minimum, and that's the minimum of their CDF. Most of the MPs in Kakamega County get over 100 million. So they are allowed from 25 to 100%. They can put the bursary. That's number one. Number two, the Jubilee government waived tuition fee in day schools. So why will we be focusing the same place? National government is focusing there, MP is focusing there,
MCAs are focusing
and
there.
then we are focusing there. When we can do other things. What will be your comment?
No, I am not a member of Kakamega County, and I think you've put that.
Yeah.
I think you've answered that question. Let's see if we can see one or two more. Okay. Okay. Kakamega has grown bigger, smarter, and richer. Oparanya has done a great job. Just visit Kakamega and witness.
Thank you.
Michael's from Kakamega.
Yeah.
But another person here says, please tell us what happened to phase 2 of Bukungu Stadium. Terraces and canopy were to be erected. We really need it for the economy.
Yes.
You've told us about phase 1.
Yeah, we have done phase 1. It's complete. We are starting phase 2. Procurement takes time.
Okay.
Yeah, but it will start before the end of next month.
Before the end of next month. And completion, do you have a completion date?
Another 9 months.
Another 9 months.
Yeah, but I intend to finish the whole stadium by the year 2021.
2021.
Yeah, it will be a modern stadium, I can tell you.
In 1 minute, just explain to Kenyans what the final Bukungu Stadium will look like. What will it have?
It will have what all international stadiums have.
International stadium status.
Track, running track, good playground, and sitting capacity, 30,000 people, all of them seated on seats, not on terrace.
But where, Governor, and this wasn't even part of the question, where did you get the money to do this stadium?
No,
your fellow governors are complaining that they don't have money to finish their stadiums.
My problem is maybe they don't plan. You have to plan. Spend more time in planning. Spend even 3 months, 4 months planning, and use 1 month to implement.
You think they're doing it the other way around?
Yes, yeah. But if you start implementing without proper plan, then you will find you have no money. So you have to plan 5 years. So if they are planning, then that's a problem.
Governor, I can't let you go without talking about Mumias sugar.
Yeah, Mumias
and sugar farming generally in Western Kenya.
You see, Mumias sugar is really a critical factory for our people. And when I came in as a governor, I insisted that the national government should give me 20%. Should give the county what they own, 20%, because agriculture is devolved. So that I'm able to deal with the farmers. Because I deal with the farmers, even now I give input subsidy. I have an input fertilizer subsidy that I give to maize farmers. I wanted to extend this to the sugarcane farmers. They could not allow me. I told them, okay, why can't they give me directorship in the company? They could not accept to give me directorship because I needed to put some funds in the company. I could not do it because I didn't have someone to take care of the funds. Secondly, I decided, why can't I fund farmers 200 million?
And it brought controversy.
And it brought controversy. They said Oparanya has stolen
you paid a private contractor.
To 200 million, he has given a contract. Now, they have come for the same money.
Where did that money go to, Governor? That's one of my questions, the 200 million.
Yeah, we gave to the farmers. The money came back. So So when we wanted to give second round, now the politics came in.
No, did you give it to the farmers, or you paid a company called Minimus or something?
You see,
who did you pay, and who were they to pay?
You see, we used a central company because we could not give Mumias money directly because the company was insolvent. And I discussed these issues with the control party, the Auditor General, and we agreed that is the best way to do it. And we did that. So the money was given to the farmers. The intermediary was given sugar equivalent to the money, and he sold, he got the money back, returned the money, and then he was to give second round. And now the politics came in. I said, fine, let the politics be. And now, you
said the Auditor General was on board with your proposal.
Yeah.
Why did you refuse to go to Senate when they wanted to query you about this? And you have done this many times.
Why would I go to Senate on financial issues when such issues can be dealt with?
Other governors go because...
But they even, I don't know if they read the law. The law says the primary oversight of financial and accountability at the county level is the county assembly.
County assembly.
It's clear.
But wouldn't you have made it easier, Governor, if you had just gone? They even said you should be arrested at some point.
And then, was I arrested?
Well, it doesn't...
Which means the law was on my side, isn't it? I wasn't arrested.
You want to be...
You know, I swore to the rule of law. And that's what I have sworn up to now, even now.
But did you swear to the spirit of the rule of law,
yes,
which is that when you are asked to answer questions, just go and answer.
I have no problem to answer questions. Furthermore, I'm a finance person, so answering questions is not an issue. But do they follow the law? Secondly, the man who was competing me was the one calling me to go and appear before the same fellow. Have you seen such a law?
The one who eventually was on the ballot against you.
Yeah. So how would I do that?
Former Senator Boni Halwale.
Boni Halwale, whom I sent home very early in the morning.
Let's take a look at some other SMSs here. Yeah. This is what residents of Kakamega have to say. All right. Geoffrey Mola from Kakamega. Honorable Oparanya has had a transformative leadership. However, he does not have a perfect replacement for him in 2022 as the next county boss.
So can I be the next again?
The law does not. You say you're
the law does not allow it.
Who are you going to support? Senator Malala? We are hearing of CS Amina.
At the moment, I'm like a father now. I will not take sides. Let those who come in, people of Kakamega, decide.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're
because furthermore, I will be going for the higher seat, so I will need support of everybody.
Okay.
In the county.
All right.
Yes.
Let's look at a few others.
Yes.
Ask my governor why there is skewed promotion of nurses in Kakamega County.
That area I will know. That is the County Public Service Board, which is sort of an independent body within the county.
Has this question been asked to you before?
No, it hasn't. But if that particular nurse has a particular issue, I have no problem to look at.
Okay.
Yeah, the best I will do, let him look, come talk to me about it.
As a former planning minister, what would you say, and we talked about Mumias just a bit, what is the biggest issue ailing the sugar industry? This should be an employer of millions, but is it theft? Is it corruption? Is it mismanagement? What would you say in your view?
I can say because there are other sugar companies in Kakamega County. We have Potali doing very well. We have West Kenya doing very well. But the problem we have in Mumias is just mismanagement. It was mismanaged, and because of that mismanagement, we are where we are. So we have to fix that. And secondly, the national government should come out of Mumias sugar if we have to move. Because they have formed a cartel.
Who, the national government?
Yeah, the people within that national government.
You should tell the EACC about them if that is true.
But the EACC know. They have been there many times. They know. Yeah.
Governor, let me ask
you. I talk straight. I want anybody to come and challenge me.
And challenge you on the same.
Yes, yeah, on the same.
There is corruption and what forces within the national government.
Yeah, corruption, mismanagement is there. The national government has tried to fix it. I think the last 5 years,
yes,
they have injected in about 3.5 billion. But, you know, it has been a drop in the ocean because that company needs about 12 billion.
To get it back on its feet?
Yeah, to get it back on its feet.
When will you be formally launching your presidential campaign for 2022?
I've said that one. I'll come back here.
You'll come back here?
The details. What I want to do for Kenyans.
Okay.
Yeah.
But for now, you want to finish with Kakamega.
Kakamega and make sure that I support the amendments in the constitution, within the constitution, and amend other laws that will make sure that there is a democratic election process in this country.
Okay.
Yes.
Governor, thank you so much. I know you need to go catch a flight.
Yes,
I'll release you to do that. Thank you for finding time to be here with us today.
Yes.
On that note, we take a short break. You're watching Citizen Extra. Thank you for your feedback. So many SMSs. We've tried to pose as many questions as we can to the governor. But we take a short break now. We've got a lot more lined up for you when we return. You're watching Citizen Extra. Stay with us.